This week we're talking about the birth of Jesus, and we're taking the birth of Jesus quiz. And it's really exciting to me when you stop and you think that we can dig into the Bible and we can find out all kinds of details. And as a matter of fact, on the Your.Daily 180 Facebook page, I'm going to post a chart there that tells you some of the things that we most definitely know about the birth of Jesus. Now, there's a lot of things that we don't know. But let's begin, as we have every day, with a question. And this will be a pretty basic question. But just keep this in mind. It's wrong to go beyond what is written in the Scripture. So why did Joseph and Mary not stay in the inn? Why didn't they stay in the inn? It was too expensive. There was no inn, or there was no room in the inn. Well, you know the answer to that. Even folks who are not very good Bible students know that there was no room in the inn. Luke chapter 2 and verse number 7 says, because there was no room for them in the inn. Well, let me ask you another question. How did Joseph and Mary get to Bethlehem? You remember that they had to make this trip to Bethlehem, and Mary is pregnant. So how did they get there? How did they make that journey? They rode on a colt. Mary rode a donkey and Joseph walked. They were in a wagon. Or does the Scripture not mention that? Well, you realize that we don't really know how they got there. The Bible doesn't say. Now, some suppose that she rode something since she was so far along in her pregnancy. I think it's interesting, too, that typically all your children's plays that try to depict this journey, Mary is riding on a donkey and Joseph is leading the donkey. But the fact of the matter is we don't really know. And it causes us to ask the question, are there other things that are of great significance in the Scripture that we just suppose are true, and yet we don't really know? Think about this one. There are people who say that if you want to be saved, you need to recite the sinner's prayer. But let me ask you, where do you find the sinner's prayer? The reality is you're not going to find it in the Bible anywhere. But yet we've been told that over and over, so we suppose that it's true. Let's talk some more about this tomorrow.